Is this how I do it? I don't remember. I haven't filmed in a long time. Okay, let's do it over. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I don't even know where to begin. All I know is that I need to say this. I'm backed up, okay? So much has happened and I'm well overdue. I feel like I just told you guys I'm along on my journey and I just ditched you guys and left you guys alone. Here's my very long overdue video. I'm fighting not to tell you about the nooks and crannies of my life, because at the end of the day, this isn't a lifestyle channel. It's not a vlog channel. You don't know me like that. I mean, you can get to know me if you like, comment, and subscribe, because I mean, I'm cool. We could vibe. Okay, listen. Before you say anything, the plan was to always cut off my lock extensions. From day one, before I even got the lock extensions, the plan was to cut off the lock extension. That was always the plan, okay? Never back down, never what? I know how this looks, but I would like to reiterate that was always my plan. In every video, I will tell you the plan is to eventually cut them off. The plan has and was always to eventually cut off my lock extensions. Because honestly, in my opinion, I do not think that lock extensions are meant to be permanent, even though a lot of people advertise them as permanent lock extensions. I'm also doing this based on the only lock extension I've had. It was the traditional lock extension, so it was the super thick, super rough one. This is what I'm basing my opinion off of and my experience. From my experience and in my opinion, I would say when I got my lock extensions, they were advertised as permanent, but I would not say they're permanent. Tattoos are permanent. Piercings are permanent. Locks are not permanent. They don't have to be permanent. A lot of people comb out their natural locks that they've had for years. I'm actually seeing a big influx of people combing out their locks. And do you know why? I think it's because the trend died. Everybody was getting locks. Locks was a trend. I didn't get locks because they were a trend. Obviously not. I went the super untraditional route. If I was gonna do it as a trend, I would have did the whole journey as the you know. But regardless, I knew I wanted locks and I've never been happier. Even with my natural locks now, I would not go back. I would not change anything. I would have still got the lock extensions. I would have still did it. I wouldn't have changed the way I did it, besides maybe having locks beforehand. I think I've said that before, having instant locks beforehand. And I'm only saying that maybe I would have done that just to see, but honestly, I don't think I would have even done that. Realistically, I still think I would have went down the same path. I'm just saying, but that's me. You're gonna do whatever you want and you're gonna do it differently. I started making videos because when I was doing my research on lock extensions, there was nothing. I started documenting my journey for people who looked like me and who had hair like me and who got lock extensions and who went the route I went. And now that I'm in my journey 2.0, my second half of my journey, I could look back and say, oh, this is what I wish I did different. First things first, I forgot to tell you something. Okay, I know I just mentioned it, but then I don't talk about it again. I dyed my hair. Remember when I was on the fence about doing it? Because I've literally never in my life dyed my hair before. I've chemical relaxed it before. My mom did. I've never dyed my hair before, and I don't know why I was so scared about dyeing my hair. No, I know why. Everybody tells you that it's gonna damage your hair. I knew I wanted to. It was just getting over that fear. I was at the salon and this was premeditated. She was coloring all of her model's hair, me included. I agreed to everything. I was like, girl, have at it. I fully trusted her. We dyed my hair, we washed my hair, we styled my hair. Even before it got fully styled, it looked so good. But the fully styled look, and let me tell you something, I ate that up, child. I was, ooh, It was so good. It looked so good. My loctician did a great job. It ate so bad. I was getting so many compliments. I low-key missed that era. It was giving Monster High. I loved it. It looked so good. It just couldn't stay. But that was a temporary color because it was never gonna stay pink. It was never gonna stay hot pink. We were always going to transition into a different color. I just didn't know what the color was. So I rocked it looking crazy for a while. When I tell you, my loctician was like, so what are we doing with your hair? What? I know she was doing it subtly, but I knew it looked crazy. I wasn't thinking much of it. I was just like, okay, whatever. It's just faded, but no, it looked It looked crazy. I definitely wanted something more subtle for every day, so I'm glad I eventually found my honey brown ginger. I don't know what color this is. Yeah, I kind of just skip hopped and jumped over that. That happened. I just didn't really talk about it. Let's get back to the video. I wish somebody told me that my hair was gonna be like lopsided. Like, it's not that my hair is lopsided, my hair is just a lot of different lengths, and I just wish somebody told me that. I wish somebody put that expectation that, mind you, when you cut off your lock extensions, your hair is going to be a lot of different lengths. Just expect it. I wish somebody like told me to expect it. I cut my hair myself. I cut my hair in the car on the way to work. I botched it, okay? It was not a professional job. I did it purely off of feel and some fabric scissors. I was like, okay, it feels like the hair is done here, and I chopped it. Also, I would like to say that I do not have mature locks. If you look, if you could see, I don't know if you could tell, but I still have like a lot of budding going on. She's still maturing and getting up there. I ran out of space and I lost my mojo. Like, what was I talking about? Oh, okay. Yeah, I cut my hair. I'm actually gonna take it down so I could show you, hopefully. I don't know if it will be a good depiction because like my background's dark. Nothing's wrong with it. It's just like a wolf cut. And I keep my hair up anyways. It's fine. It's just like not a professional cut, and you can tell. I hope you can actually see. Oh, also, yeah, I also dyed my hair. I was so used to having my hair even for so long that when I cut my hair and cut it to its true size, I was shocked that like, oh, my hair is not even. Like, why is it not even? Like, so it just put that false notion in my mind that like my hair was gonna be even when I cut it off. Like, I don't even know why I thought that, because my hair wasn't even to begin with. So I don't know where I got that from. My hair has actually grown so much, like especially these front pieces. No word of a lie, the hair in front of my head was like this short. I am not even kidding you. I'm not kidding you. It was like at my eyebrow. But to see it be this long is actually crazy. You came, you saw, this is what my hair looks like. Yes, even though I've had my hair for this long, my locks are not mature. So I would say in a year's time, they will look a lot different. I need to do a short hairstyle video, just like how I did the ones with the locks. I like this look. Like, any style I've done with it so far, it's also not long enough where I can just style it whichever way I want. It's mainly been pineapples. At this moment in time, I don't have a bunch of malleability with it, and that's okay. And I'm okay with that because I like to keep my hair up anyways. I just told my loctician, I said, my hair just needs to go in one and they're coming off. I just felt like it was just so counterproductive. And I'm gonna tell you guys that 10 times over, when your natural hair starts to grow and it's just such a different texture from your lock extensions, it's gonna be noticeable. You're gonna be able to tell, and it's really just up to you if it bothers you or not. It bothered me, so I was like, what am I holding on to these 2 inches for? In 2 inches, I'm gonna grow in another 3 months. What is it about these 2 inches? Like, the bob was cute, it was for like the month I had it, but literally my next retwist, I said no. I said, it's gotta go. Just know, I was like, if I don't do this now on my own today, I'm not gonna do it properly. I'm not gonna do it for real. So I just closed my eyes and I did it, and I cut them off. Honestly, that transition from lock extensions to locks, what do I call it? That transition from having lock extensions to having your own locks is pretty smooth. I would just say you just need to be like real with yourself and be okay with yourself, and you won't have any problems. I feel like a lot of people put aesthetics and expectation on their hair, and that's coming from me, a girl who got lock extension purely for the aesthetic. I know it, listen, but also to grow out my hair. My reason to get lock extensions was just because I didn't want to go through that awkward phase. The thing about me and short hair, I feel like I look like a child with baby short hair. My hair was short. I would say it was like sweeping my shoulders, straightened. So my hair, to get them naturally locked, my hair was going to look crazy. So I just had to say, okay, I'm not doing that. I don't want to look like that. I looked very much childish, and me being like, at the time I got it was like, what, I was 20 years old. If I'm going to get lock extensions, I might as well go all out if I'm gonna get lock extensions. It doesn't make sense to get like a funk ass bob in lock extensions when I can get booty length lock extensions, and that's what I did. The only thing I had to get used to was my natural budding, but I understand that's because my locks are still maturing, so duh. It's just about how comfortable you are with how your locks look, because it's a big change from having super long hair and super heavy hair. You don't even realize how heavy they actually are until you cut them off. When you decide to cut off your locks, it's really up to you. It's your prerogative. I would say set a goal for yourself, whether it be like, I want to bob before I cut off my lock extensions, or I want to be able to put my hair in one before I cut off my lock extensions, or I want to be able to cut all my lock extensions at the same length, or whatever your goal is. Set that goal, and then when you reach that goal, cut them off. Even though a lot of people promote them as permanent lock extensions, they are not permanent. In my personal opinion, based on my locks and my experience, they're not gonna live longer than like 3 years. But that is my opinion. What is an adjustment I had to make? Nothing really. I'm very accepting of myself. I love me, so I just accepted it for what it was. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming to my channel and following me on my journey. Wait, do I even say all of that? I don't know, it's been a minute. See you in the next one. And I'll see you in the next one.